Hello everybody and welcome to OmniPoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. I'm Jack and today I'm here with round 5 of the Pokebeach July tournament. I completed round 4 a couple of days ago. Unfortunately I wasn't at my main computer so I wasn't able to record it. Unfortunately we took a loss to Drampagarb. It went to game 3, it was a really close series, but unfortunately I misplayed my Hollow Hunt and got one card wrong, and that one card wrong unfortunately led me to losing the game. It's really unfortunate, but it was still a really good series, so yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't record it, but hopefully you'll have enjoyed the first 3 rounds either way. Our 5th round is against MacBoy02, so we're going to head on into the challenge now with Decidueye. Just before we start the game, of course, check out Flipside Gaming down in the bottom corner. If you spend over $10 with them and use the promo code OmniPoke, full caps, you will get 10% off your order, so definitely go and check them out, especially as we've got Burning Shadows coming up soon. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be playing with MacBoy02. He's got what looks like a Vikavolt Tapu Bulu deck. So this can be a bit of an awkward matchup because we can't actually one-shot the Tapu Bulus. So we're going to have to sort of play this matchup a little bit by ear. I don't know the matchup too well. I've only tied to it so far. I think I've tied to it 3 times in general. We will indeed say good luck to him as well. Starting Tapu Koko is completely fine. Free Retreater is definitely useful. This hand, however, is very awkward. I'd love to usually Lele for Bridget here, but I may have to Lele for N here, because I don't want to discard 3 Decidueye. We do indeed see Vikavolt Tapu Bulu, or a Grubbin and a Tapu Bulu. So let's take a look through for prizes. We have got 1/1 Ninetales prize. That's awkward, because I feel Ninetales can be quite useful in this matchup. What else have we got prize? We've got 2 grass and a DCE prize. That's also pretty awkward. And there's one more card. What's this other card? What is this other card? I can't work out what the other card is. We'll go with a Rowlet for now. And then we're just going to Tapu Lele. I'm going to get an N here. I don't want to be Sycamoring this hand at all. Oh yeah, there we go. N is our last prize. So we've got 1/1 Ninetales, 3 energy, and an N. So we need to start taking prizes pretty quickly. Hitting an energy off the bat is really good. Having this in hand is also very good. We can actually one-shot Tapu Bulus if we set up 3 Decidueye. So it may not be as bad as we first thought. I'm going to hold this hand. I don't think we want to play a forest just yet. Though we could... Yeah, no, I think we're going to hold this hand. It's currently a Wednesday evening. So if you hear any random sounds in the background, it will be Joe streaming, unfortunately. Whenever we get follows and stuff, it sometimes pings on the screen and makes a noise. So if you hear any random sounds throughout the day or throughout the video, that's us getting followers over on Twitch. He doesn't have any energy, which isn't actually that much of an issue against this deck for this deck because it ramps up so quickly, but still. We could initiate a flying flip here, which may not be a bad idea. We could actually initiate a flying flip with a choice band, leaving this thing on 130, which still, that's actually okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can start getting some Decidueyes into play. Get a Dartrix. No Decidueyes though, unfortunately. I just heard one of the pings in my ear. I don't know whether that was... I don't know whether you guys heard that as well. We will find out. We are going to flying flip. 1 win condition for us could actually be devolving his dudes down, especially if he goes heavy rare candy route. which it looks like he may be doing. This is actually a bit of a risky play. We need DCE, Dartrix, Decidueye from this N here. Oh no, he goes for the Charger Bug, okay. This may be okay. However, since he went with the Charger Bug play, it does mean that we're probably not going to be able to go the devolution route anywhere near as easily without Ninetales. Grabs his own N. Attaches a Lightning, which means even if he gets a Nuts hand here, he still needs two Vikavolts to be able to one-shot us. Goes Charger Bug again, so we definitely can't really go down the old devolution route, which is unfortunate, but him doing this means that we've got an extra turn of him not setting up, so that's an extra turn of getting a flying flip off or whatever. He's definitely going to Tapu Wilderness next turn, but us setting up the benched ones is what's really important here. I think we're going to be Leleing for a Sycamore here. Is there any way we can actually one-shot this next turn? Because that would be really, really cool. Again, with 2 Decidueye, that is indeed possible. He has no tools on, so the Field Blower is essentially useless. So we're just going to get rid of these. Grab a Lele. Could have instead Lysandered this one, so they're both at 70, so him healing this off doesn't heal as much off. Him being at 70 actually is kind of relevant, so maybe we should have Lysandered there. But if we can start getting some of these Decidueyes developed, that's also going to put us in a really good position. Going to go for the Floatstone on the Vulpix for now, I think, and we're going to go for the Sycamore. We get 1 Decidueye developed. We needed 2. We do have a Trainer's Mail though, so we can maybe Trainer's Mail into an Ultra Ball or something. We grab the Ultra Ball, that's a very strong pickup. So we get both Decidueye here. So Bridget can definitely go. I think probably Lele can go. No, grabbing N here is still good. Getting rid of N here is still fine, because we can Lele. I know we have a full bench at the moment, but I think that's still fine. We don't really want to end down to a 4-card hand. And give him a 6-card hand still. So I think this is fine. We could, again, like I say, we could Flying Flip again, or we could just take 2 prizes on this Tapu Bulu. And I think we probably want to take prizes on the Bulu. These have 90. If one of these had 80 HP, I'd perhaps consider doing that instead. But I think we're just going to go for the double Feather Arrow and then Razor Leaf play. We have the DCE plus Choice Band for Flying Flip later on. As our 1 prize attacker. I'd love to be able to hit Ninetales here, that'd be really useful. Hit DCE N, so we have a supporter and we have a DCE next turn, that's useful. If he keeps 3 energy on him, we can do 100, 120, 140 with our Tapu Bulu. With our Tapu Lele. So that's really strong. If he goes for Nature's Judgment and discards fully, that's a bit more awkward for us. Because we probably have to retreat back into this Tapu Koko then. Does indeed get double Vikavolt. I think his best play here is actually Nature's Judgment and full discard, rather than healing this 20 damage off. Nature's Judgment full discard means that we can't respond Lele him. We can't really do much at all unless we find Choice Band. If we find Choice Band, we can still knock him out. Finding Choice Band would be really, really strong here, but we've already played 1 and we're only ending to 4, so it's kind of unlikely. We've gone through 1 Trainer's Mail as well. 21 cards in deck. If he gets Fury Belt here, that's fine. We have the Field Blower. I think he Sycamore this turn, right? Did he Sycamore this turn? Yeah, he Sycamore this turn. Goes Choice Band. I still think that's worthy Field Blowing off. Because it's 1 card we're not going to draw into with N, and also it's going to mean he can't one-shot the Ninetales if we do get it out. That being said, it may make him change his plays. He goes for Nature's Judgment. I would imagine he's going to go full discard. Didn't go full discard. Okay. I think that's actually really good for us. We're doing 100, 120, 140. Okay, we still need the energy, which is, we still need the Choice Band, which is awkward. But we can attach this to the Lele here. Either way, next turn, I think whatever happens next turn, he always heals the damage off. So if he always heals the damage off, he's going to be left with 3 energy on him and full health. 100. We still need 3 Decidueye. So we have to let something else get knocked out here. So maybe we have to let the Tapu Koko get knocked out here. So yeah, we N, and we have to try it. And if we don't hit the Choice Band, if we hit the Choice Band, we're fine. If we don't hit we do hit the Choice Band. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because we hit the Choice Band, which means we're going to be 2 prizes away from knocking him out, from winning this game. Which is a really, really strong board state to be in. We have these 2. Hoping you don't have that Choice Band in hand. Yeah, it was pretty lucky we managed to hit that. So he has to be able to find, like, I mean, it's still a pretty bad situation for us potentially, because he still just needs to find 1 Tapu Bulu. Oh, he needs to find Floatstone as well, but 7-card hand probably has a Floatstone. Things like Ultra Ball are still outs for him. There's a Rare Candy into a Bulu, into a 3rd Vikavolt. So we can actually start ramping up Lele's here, but I don't think he wants to do that because we just respond with our own Lele. Field Blowers, probably these 2. Probably the Field Blower. Probably the Floatstone. Oh, he goes active. Okay, that means he probably doesn't have a response to this Decidueye. And is going to N our hand away. If he doesn't find an Ultra Ball or a Bulu, that's really, really strong for us. We hit Sycamore, which is insane. Plays Tapu Koko, worth remembering that for games 2. Strong Charge. We could see him attach to the active here and just knock out this Decidueye that way. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Our response to that is probably... Okay, he sets up his own Lele. Our response to him setting up a Lele is us setting up our own Lele. Or going with Flying Flip. Probably not Flying Flip actually, probably just setting up our own Lele. We could also Lysander here. He's been through 1 Floatstone. 1, 2, 3. Probably 4th grass prized. 4th lightning prized. Do we Lysander or do we not Lysander? I think Lysandering is probably fine here. Have we got rid of our Espeon? No. Let's Lysander. I still don't feel under too much pressure this game. Whoa, we do definitely want to do this. Which one was the... Okay, so we want to hit one of the other ones, because one of the other ones is going to need an extra turn of flying flips. So if we flying flip this turn, next turn... okay, we're still we're 2 turns away, potentially 1 turn away from being able to win on board through Espeon instead. Though it looks like this Tapu Koko is probably going down. Failed the strong charge, which is a very good indication that he doesn't actually have a way to knock out this Tapu Koko this turn, which is really, really strong. If he can't knock out this Tapu Koko this turn, I think we pretty much win the game every time, because we set up at least one of these 2 for Espeon knockout, and then as long as we get another Decidueye at some point in this game, we can set up the other one. Has the Olympia. That's okay, I don't mind his turn being Olympia because we're still setting up this board. He's still not knocking us out without 2 energy. So Energy Drive is actually quite a weak turn for him. So we're just going to jam Sycamore straight away. Going to evolve into the Ninetales. Do we have a Dartrix in deck? We do. So we actually probably win next turn. I should have checked whether I had energy in deck. We had 3 prized. I think we've taken 2. So we've got 1 grass prized. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've still got energy in deck. That's awesome. So without healing these dudes, he actually loses next turn if we can find, if he knocks out this. We have something to retreat into that isn't Floatstone dependent. I think I'm also going to Field Blower. Field Blower the stadium as well in case he plays random delinquent or anything. So then next turn we can devolve these 2 for the final 2 prizes of the game. Provided he knocks this Tapu Koko out. If he doesn't knock this Tapu Koko out, well, it doesn't matter. Even if he doesn't knock this Tapu Koko out, it's completely fine, because at any point in the game in which he leaves us a bench space open, we win the game. Unless he plays some kind of healing cards, which so far we've only seen Olympia here. So there's no, I haven't seen any Rough Seas. That's a Hex. That's not too impactful. We don't always win next turn, I should say, because we need to hit both of the cards. So it's not a guaranteed win next turn, but it's going to be difficult for him to take 4 win next turn. So as long as we hit these cards, drawing an energy is a bit of an issue. That's not what we wanted to see. We did draw another one. We didn't draw the Espeon though, and he did Hex us. So that is awkward. Just going to play these cards down. As you can see, there's still another energy in there. That's really useful to know. We'll take the Revitalizer. We'll hold the energy. He doesn't want to hit into a Ninetales, I don't think. Though in case he field blowers us off, I'm actually going to retreat into this Decidueye here. We still haven't GX'd. Do we want to attach this energy to GX? If he ends us, we have not all that many outs anyway. So I think I just hold this hand. He's been through 1, 2. This is his third VS Seeker. Hex is a gain. Kind of awkward. But like I say, every turn he hexes, he also has to take a prize. We hit the Espeon, so we do indeed win this game. That's very good. Retreat into the Espeon. And we are going to Miraculous Shine for game. Oh, this takes ages. Oh, I didn't let us send the message first or second. Our MVP was Tapu Koko there, that's real cool. I'll assume he wants to go first. Let's refresh the chat. First or second. So Tapu Koko seems really, really strong in that matchup. Being able to apply pressure really early, probably better than even beaconing. Don't think it matters. I think it definitely matters. I think... Didn't see the Espeon coming. Ah. Yeah. He'd like to go first. Okay. So we'll go with Decidueye again. Didn't see the Espeon coming. Okay. So he now knows to play around the Espeon a little bit more. I assumed he was playing around the Espeon by going Charger Bug route. But apparently he was just going Charger Bug route because he didn't have access to rare candies and such. That's fair enough. But yeah, that's how we're going to try and win game 2. Set up a Decidueye early and start... Well, set up 3 Decidueye essentially. We know he plays Choice Bands, so we can't really go down the Alola Ninetales route to GX him. Oh, I said I was going first. Let me concede. Sorry, I did that out of habit. I will say sorry, habit. Sorry, I clicked first. Hopefully he doesn't take that as a win. That would be slightly embarrassing. It's so habitual to just press yes when you get asked that question. I think I just clicked it immediately pretty much. But yeah, that's how we're going to try and win this next game. Koko pressure essentially seems very, very good. There we go, he's calling the coin flip. And we lose the coin flip, cool. He had a good hand too. Well, he knows I wasn't doing that to scum his hand over, because you don't see your hand before. I didn't even see our hand. This hand is pretty good. I think our hand was good. We had a... I saw we had a supporter. We will draw an extra card. Starts Bulu. Probably going to see a Lele for a Bridget here. Discarding a Lightning is pretty relevant early on. It seems that he only runs 4 or 5, because he had 3 in the discard in game 1 and didn't. Wasn't able to complete Vikavolt's ability, so does indeed get the Bridget. We have a lot of insta-play cards, but I don't know, it's not ideal. Choice band here is cool. It's going to depend on our trainer's mail more than anything, though, I would imagine. We have 1 Dartrix prized. No other Pokemon prize. That's cool. 1 Sycamore prized. 1 DCE prized. Both Floatstones prized. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. That's both Floatstones could be an issue, but we have Tapu Koko. Like, this having free retreat is so important. I'm not going to take the Revitalizer here just because I want to get value out of it later on. Do we want to choice band now or later? Later gives him an extra turn to Field Blower it, but now means that even if we don't hit the DC, it doesn't matter. Even if we hit the now later means he has an extra turn to choice band it, to Field Blower it, but also means if we miss DC, it's not completely wasted. I think I'd rather do it later. We did miss the DCE. How much do we want to dig for this DCE? Could also Beacon. I think we discard Sycamore here. I think we get a Vulpix. Do we want a Shaman? Is the real question. Do we want to Shaman? If we Shaman, we can pretty much never knock him out if he GXs us next turn. And I think this way he's less likely to GX us next turn. So I think we actually don't Shaman, which means we probably shouldn't have discarded the Sycamore or the Lele. But this way might mean that he doesn't actually... Oh, we didn't hit energy at all, though. Okay, maybe we do need to Shaman just to hit an energy drop. Yeah, I think we need to Shaman. I want to hold this choice band because I don't want him to double Field Blow both of our choice bands because they're really relevant in this matchup. We just need to hit 1 energy. That's completely fine. And then we're going to Beacon. Going to be grabbing a Decidueye. And I'm going to get a Rowlet. We have the Lele in hand. But I'm going to get a Rowlet just in case. Vulpix goes down. So then next turn, we actually have a good hand to be... We just need to hit DCE to be able to knock him out. He goes for the N anyway, that's fair enough. He sees that we have second Decidueye, so that's pretty much all he needs to know to be able to end us. Have second Decidueye again. If you can't knock this out, we also have Ninetales. That's cool. Goes Charger Bug. Again, going to make it a bit more awkward for devolving, but he also goes Candy Vikavolt. So that means he's taking a prize this turn, but it also means it's going to be one Pokemon easier to be able to devolve. I would imagine he'll keep the energy on. He could GX. No, he's going to Nature Judgment. He's going to keep the energy on. Completely respectable. We do get to go Tapu Koko here for that free retreat, even though we have both of our float stones prized. Okay, Field Blower isn't doing anything for us. So we need to hit DCE. That's all we need to hit here. Ultra Ball would be cool. Ultra Ball is indeed what we get. Going to be Ultra Balling away these two. Grabbing ourselves a Lele. I want to get a Lele on the board, and I also want to get this Bridget out of the deck. Because it's a card that we don't want to see from Sycamore. If we hit Sycamore, if we miss Lele, sorry, if we miss DCE here, we're in a bit of trouble. And we did, so where does that leave us, considering we have both Floatstone prized? Didn't hit energy at all, that's really rough. If we go both... Not hitting energy at all is very, very bad. So where do these feather arrows go? I think one goes to the bench and one goes to the active. Not hitting energy is so rough. If he GXs, we're still in a pretty rough spot. Still need the full line. I think he wants to GX this turn. If we put this up, he GXs every time. If we put this up, he may not GX. Let's put the Rowlet up. Not sure whether that was correct. Has the Lysander anyway, so it's probably going to go for the shit. Goes to the Koko. He goes for the Koko. If he GXs the Koko, that's still not awful. Doesn't GX the Koko. Okay. We can potentially punish this. Again, we just need to hit DCE. But this time it's off of an N rather than a Sycamore. There's a Rowlet. Is there anything on the bench we want to use, in the discard we want to use? We could actually rescue Stretcher the Koko back. I don't think that's a bad idea. Because again, Rescue Stretcher isn't a card I want to draw into later. Have we gone through Revitalizer? We have not. I'm going to Rescue Stretcher the Koko back. I actually think it's pretty relevant in this matchup. Plus it is another card that we don't want to draw for Ven. Going through both our Field Blowers. I think I want to save the Field Blower to get rid of the Choice Band rather than get one more card off of Ven. Miss DCE again, though. That's pretty dire. So again, he probably always GXs us next turn. What's in it? If we Hollow Hunt this turn, I don't even want to Hollow Hunt. This isn't a good Hollow Hunt turn either. If we Hollow Hunt, what are we getting? We're getting Level Ball, Decidueye, Sycamore, right? I think we put 40 on both. And then start setting up the Charger Bug. Hollow Hunt, Hollow Hunt, Hollow Hunt. We have to N anyway, because we have the Espeon in hand. So maybe we can't Hollow Hunt this turn. Maybe we have to hold this hand. So we probably have to N next turn anyway. So if we Hollow Hunt, we have the N in hand. I think we get the same 3 targets. Yeah, I think we get the same 3 targets. I think we need to keep pace with this deck, so I don't think we actually have a good turn to Hollow Hunt usually. So we might as well Hollow Hunt this turn because we have to. Or because we have the option to, because I think for the rest of the turn we need to be doing attacks. We need to be announcing attacks and doing damage to keep up with this deck. So we might as well Hollow Hunt and get use out of our GX attack rather than just not use it because it's not quite the right turn to then lose that way. Strong Charge is going to be setting up the second Tapu Bulu on the bench. He could actually even retreat into that one. That's not an awful play, but if he does that... no, that's not an awful play. Lysander. Okay, he's really putting on the pressure now. Hasn't he got a 2-card hand, though? And we're going to end him down to 2 cards as well. Goes to the Tapu Wilderness this turn. That's a good play for him. So again, we're going to be looking for this DCE. 3 in deck. At this point we may as well bench the Espeon. Because if he takes prizes on the Lele, he takes prizes on the Espeon. I still think we need to N him here, which is unfortunate because I don't want to have to N and try and hit this DC off of an N again. But I think the odds are he has VS Seeker for game in hand. Well, VS Seeker Choice Band. VS Seeker Choice Band actually isn't that likely, but it's even less likely if we N him to 2. We missed DCE again. I think if we put 3 on the active, he just retreats to the bench anyway. Only card I didn't want to see N. Okay, so hopefully Nning was a good choice. I think I'd rather do it to the active because if we do it to the active, oh no, he doesn't need choice. Yeah, what was I saying? He doesn't need choice band. Yeah, okay. If we do it to the active, it forces movement out of him. We don't want to Ultra Ball these cards. We want to keep ending him if we can. Though N isn't even that big of a deal for him because he just feeds all of his energy out of his deck and stacks them on a Tapu Lele or whatever. So goes to the Nature Judgment again, just carrying on doing what he's doing. He's not using his ability to get rid of energy, which is to get energy out of his deck, which is really interesting. Surely we can't miss DCE again. Famous last words. Again, I think we've got to keep ending him. This is our last N. So I think I'd rather get value out of it. We should 16 cards, drawing 6, 3 DCE. We shouldn't miss DCE. Okay, we didn't miss DCE. That's a good start. That is a good start. Next turn we need to hit DC plus choice band, so we need to hit Sycamore essentially. And again, you did it. We did indeed. Need to keep ending you, bro. Gotta keep dodging the Lysanders. Hit Sycamore, that's really important. Because it might mean we can keep up. He's probably still going to go for this this Bulu here. Yeah, I had it both times for the game. Yep. Gotta keep ending. That's the last end we can do though. He hits Sycamore, so he probably has game next turn. Which is pretty unfortunate, because there's going to be nothing we can do about it. Especially as he's now super rodding 3 energy back in. That is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that means he has game. Because he just Lysanders up one of the Espeon or Lele. Can't revitalise or anything out of the discard to try and get another. He's heavy balling, so maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe he's having to thin. That would be really good if he was having to thin here. I mean, he can thin a lot. He can thin 4 more cards out of his deck. How many float stones has he been through? He hasn't been through any float stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy on board. 7, 8. The deck's tend to run 11 or 12, so he probably has enough to be able to attach to Vikavolt. Unless his last card is an energy. There's an energy for us. So we need to retreat out, guaranteed. We need to either retreat or Lysander. If we Lysander, he needs Floatstone. Yeah, he just needs Floatstone. Of which he runs 2 to 3, I would say. If we... So Lysander actually... But then he also can get out through energy. Oh, we should... If we'd hit DCE, we're still fine. How much retreat does the Grubbin have? Does it have 2 or 3? It's only got 2. If that had 3, then that could be it. $20, $40, $60 means we don't even knock this out if we devolve it. This is a very, very awkward turn. I'm almost certain we've lost the game. Alternatively, we Sycamore, but if we Sycamore and we miss DCE or Choice Band, we lose the game anyway. I'm almost certain he has game in hand. And there's nothing we can do about it. So let's just take 2 prizes, I guess. Hopefully Choice Band isn't bottom 2. Choice Band is indeed bottom 2. I'm pretty sure I haven't gone through both. Choice Band is indeed bottom 2. So now we have to double snipe this one. Just glad you didn't end me again. Yeah, that means he's probably got it in hand. VS for it, yeah. GG. That was really unfortunate. We missed DCE 2 turns in a row. I think we could have actually won that game if we hadn't missed DCE those 2 turns. Because we take the prize. Yeah, we'd be at 2 less prizes right now, so we would have won. That's really unfortunate that we missed DCE both those turns. Especially after like Shaman digging and everything. Interesting. But alas. Oh well, let's go ahead into game 3. Going first is probably fine. It's not like I don't mind going second because we can get a flying flip or a beacon off. Usually a flying flip is better, I think. But going first means we can potentially establish Decidueyes early. And the earlier we can establish Decidueyes, the earlier we can force that GX attack out. And the earlier we can not have to play around that anymore. Starting Lele is awful. This hand is god awful. This could be a very short game 3. This could be a very, very short game 3. Summing up the top, we've got 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Lele. Lysander is not what I wanted to see. I actually think I'm going to get a Vulpix here. Because I think I need to start beaconing next turn. Should have checked my prizes there. Not going to retreat just yet because if he doesn't have anything, potentially we could do 60 damage here. He has Lele though. So that's going to be a Lele for a Bridget, which is beautiful. That's what I would have loved to have seen. Yeah, probably 2 Bulus and a Grubbin. Maybe we'll go 2 Grubbins and a Bulu here because he's got a Grubbin active. So he could potentially sack this off. We've got 2 Lele. Shaman's probably not a bad draw. 4 Ultra Ball. 1, 2, 3, 4 Sycamore. 1, 2, 3, 4 N. Yeah, it goes double Grubbin. See, that's another Decidueye. That's not what we wanted to see. Gonna have to go for the beacon plays. Hopefully this at least forces an N out of him, maybe. This is a really awkward hand though. I think because, like, literally because we haven't put enough pressure on this turn, I'm relatively sure we've probably lost this game. This is a Charger Bug rather than a Vikavolt, so that's good for us. That's an Ultra Ball, probably for a Lele for a Sycamore. This is pretty unfortunate. We just haven't done anything these past 2 turns. We could have put 60 damage on here, but I think that's pretty weak. Gets 2 energy back into the deck with Recycler before Sycamoring away. Probably going to see like a Candy Vikavolt here. No Vikavolt, that's good. Okay, let's see if we can start doing something at least here. Going to be getting an N because we need to keep this these Decidueyes. Again, I didn't check for prizes. That was bad. No forest still, which is pretty unfortunate. Could potentially get it from Shamaning. Oh no, we just put this route down this turn, so we would need to bench. This hand is still so bad. Maybe we have to go heavy Ninetales this time. I think we need to try and develop a Decidueye this turn. I think we need to draw something. We draw nothing again. There are so many good outs in this deck. There's Ultra Balls, there's so many supporters, there's 4 forests still. Looks like the game's giving you lousy hands like mine, yeah. We even have 2 energy prized. This is just... Oh, yeah, Ninetales is prized. I didn't check prizes. Okay, this has all around just been an awful game for us. Like, what are we meant to do? Guess I get another Dartrix in case I top deck the forest. It's just like this hand is just unworkable. If we Sycamore this hand, we lose Revitalizer. So that means Lele is for N again, and we're going to have one Decidueye out. I don't think we ever win this game. I think we've lost this game. Which is really unfortunate, because I don't want to just... it's annoying to play out a game you know you've lost, but... Never give up. You never know. He's only got one Bulu out. He has only got one Bulu out. There are small positives. If we miss stuff this turn, I'm probably going to have to Lysander the Vikavolt here. Well, it's an N. It's a forest. It's a float stone. I think I Sky Return here. Try and get some easy prizes off the board at least. And then send up the Decidueye. We don't want to put. I don't want to put too much on him because I don't want him to GX. So I think I'm actually going to snipe the bench. I think I'm actually going to snipe the Vikavolt. I don't want to put 50 on him. I'd rather put 30 and try and get him to not GX. And if he GXs 30 damage off, we've, I guess, saved 20 damage. Ultra Ball, potentially third Vikavolt. Third Vikavolt here is pretty scary. Runs his own Tapu Koko, that's cool. Promo Koko. Gonna go for the N. Ending our DC out of our hand. Yep. That's pretty good for him. Need DCE plus Choice Band. We're in the same position as we were last game when we missed it. If we get DC plus Choice Band and he doesn't GX here, we could actually be in a real good position. Doesn't GX here. DCE plus Choice Band. I mean, it's asking for a lot. We miss both. That's... Like, what am I meant to do, guys? How do I win this game if I can't hit these things? So we lose a Decidueye here. Do we hollow hunt? What's even worth hollow hunting? It's not even worth hollow hunting. Unless we just get 3 ends back and we just do the same as we did last game. And just try and end him out of this game. I think I'm going to start stacking damage on Vikavolts. I don't want him to Tapu Wilderness here. That is awful luck. Even Floatstone, like Floatstone energy is fine. That is awful, awful luck. I genuinely think I'm hollow hunting for 2 energy and 2 ends and an energy here. That may have been wrong, I may be tilted, but I think like now he's going to take 2 prizes here, probably with probably with Tapu Wilderness. Ends himself. What, just draw DCU Choice Band? Don't draw DCU Choice Band again. We have the N at least. Start setting up his own Tapu Lele. Nature's Judgment again. This guy isn't even GXing and I can't punish at all. This is so bad. 50, 150. Okay. Okay. So if we attach a DC to the bench, to the active, we can knock him out here. But that's so bad. But then we're ending him down to 3. But then he just responds with his own Tapu Lele and takes us out. This is such an awful situation. I think I need to start getting another Decidueye out. If we can hit one off of this N, we can at least start damaging this Tapu Lele on the bench. Hit a Decidueye, hit a Choice Band as well. No energy though, again. That sucks. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 20, 140. So if he double stacks both energy on to the bench, he can knock us out. And then we need to find DCE for our own Lele to knock him out. So again, we're going on the DCE dig. If he ends us, that's awkward, so we're going to attach the band now. Could even Ultra Ball, just try and get rid of some dead targets again. Don't think we're ever getting a 3rd Decidueye out this game. Feel very demotivated after this game. This has sucked. 1 DCE left. Hopefully we draw off the prizes. Though still, even if he has like a Tapu Bulu in hand, he wins. Because he can just Nature's Madness and knock us out. Yeah, has a Tapu Bulu in hand. What did we do to deserve this game? What did we do? So next turn I'm probably Ninetailsing. How many energies in the discard? 3 grass, He's going Lele. Okay, he goes aggro Lele. That's completely fine. Actually, it's not completely fine, but we should have got Lele from our... Oh, he's going Choice Band. Is that enough? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180. Yeah, you can start setting this one up. Gross. Gross indeed. So again, he just wins next turn pretty much no matter what. I think we're going Ninetales here. We've used our GX though, so this is bad. Even this is really bad. Doing 90 damage this turn. Can either Lele for N or Lysander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy on board, 5 in deck. So he needs to find Floatstone. I think we N him. I think N is more impactful than Lysander here. So we're taking a hit. We're taking 130. So he doesn't have 4 energy in deck, so we can... We've still gone through both of our Lysanders, though. All four of our DCEs, though. $81.40. Really don't think we can win this game. Really don't think we can win this game. Oh, I didn't even... Snipes. Didn't even do my feather arrows. I'm so tilted. The whole point of this turn was the feather arrow. Ah, so tilted. So he's probably going to be strong charging all of his energy onto board here. If he has Choice Band in hand, he wins. Anyway. He's only been through one. Yeah, okay. So he had game in hand either way. Oh, that sucks so bad. I feel I could have won that game if just the draws had been a little bit better. We missed DCE so many times that game. You can't miss a beat against this deck. GG. Cannot miss a beat. That's really unfortunate, but hey ho. Damn. So we're 3-2, so that's out of top 8. I will play the last 2 rounds out. I may record them, I may not. It depends when they are and stuff. But now we're out of top 8, I probably will be less inclined to record them. But I'm probably going to be going for the August tournament as well. So, you know, expect to see that next, in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. Real unfortunate games there. Hopefully you enjoyed it either way. I don't think there's much, like, I think the only misplay I made was that literally that very last turn where I didn't Feather Arrow, but it turns out it didn't matter anyway. But yeah, I think, I feel I played that relatively well, and just kept on missing DCE. But you know, maybe there was some subtle misplays in there. But yeah, either way, thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack from OmniPoke. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And if not in this tournament, hopefully I look forward to seeing you guys in the August tournament in a couple of weeks' time.